Hi, eighth graders. Welcome to another day of learning. Glad you could make it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to add to our figurative language dictionary that's in our brains. Now that we are eighth graders, we are starting to build quite a repertoire of figurative language, and today we're going to add to that with allusion. 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 Welcome to Lesson 30, Reading School District, English Language Arts, 8th grade. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to discover the definition and the meaning of figurative language device called illusion. We are going to identify, explain, and create new illusions using our own poetry. So get ready to write. Allusions. Allusion is from the word allude, which means to refer to. Allusion is the reference to something or someone, such as a musical artist, a song, a famous person, a famous character, a famous text, or a major historical event. Pictured here, we have the picture of a movie titled Mona Lisa Smile. And with that, we actually have a picture of the Mona Lisa. We can take a look very quickly at some lyrics that were written just in 2019 by Will Sparks in the album Lost Boy. Mona Lisa, why are you crying? Everybody knows your name. People travel miles to see the smile on your face. I know that you're hung up. Keep posing in your frame. I know it's hard to smile when you're always on display. In this lyrical poem, the poet is calling someone Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is probably the world's most famous painting. It was painted by Leonardo da Vinci in the early 1500s. The face of Mona Lisa has forever puzzled viewers. Is she smiling or is she frowning? What do you think? Allusions are often found in similes and in metaphors. When you hear or read the sentence, he had the strength of Thor. In that passage, the character's strength is being equaled to that of Thor's strength. We know who Thor is, so we know more about this character. Using Thor, we're able to understand the character that is being described. Using Mona Lisa, as we just reviewed Mona Lisa, we're able to understand that character being described. That is someone that is not easily deciphered. We can't quite figure out what that person is thinking based on their expression. So, ladies and gentlemen, allusions. We're using, or the author is using, something we are very, very familiar with, a person, an event, a painting in this situation, or a character from Marvel that we're very familiar with. But we also know that he is based on a mythological character, Thor. So we use information from what we know so that we are able to understand what someone is trying to say to us when they are writing poetry or literature. So why do authors and poets use allusion? Well, we just talked about it. Allusion, like other forms of figurative devices, is used to present a clear image in the reader's mind. When the reader knows the allusion, the text is easier to understand. As you see on this slide, these three people are reading, and the young lady in the middle is thinking, or she's reading the words, he was her Tony Tiger in the face of fear and dismay. And in her mind, she's thinking of an image of Tony the Tiger. And we all know that Tony the Tiger always runs around saying they're great. So the reader would know that he is motivational and an encouraging person to her in the passage. Hopefully, this is making a little bit of sense to you as we move forward. Let's practice reading allusion and thinking about what the author or poet is actually trying to say. In this particular passage, her aunt was like Cinderella's fairy godmother. What do you believe the allusion means in this passage? In the next passage, he did not cry wolf for very long before everyone stopped listening. What is the allusion made in this passage? What is the author or the poet trying to share with you in this sentence? What does this allusion mean? Chocolate cake is my Achilles heel. This might be a good time for you to stop the video and quickly Google Achilles. To understand allusion, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you need to research the topic of reference. Do you know who Achilles is? Google the name Achilles to find out. When you know, you will then understand what the author is trying to say. The use of allusion, ladies and gentlemen, is simply the author referencing something you should know or could quickly learn about to make a very large statement about something or someone. So, let's listen to and read along this poem. Snake Hair Lady. The teacher is your friend. That's what they always say. But my teacher has the power to annihilate my day. Where is your ID? She says, and I tighten up with tension. 'Cause if my teacher writes me up, I'm headed for detention. Or, excuse me, is that gum? And I feel the agitation. If my teacher's feeling mean today, she'll write me a citation. She's as scary as the lady with the hair full of snakes. 'Cause your teacher is your friend if you never make mistakes. But if you break a single rule, your heart will start to groan. 'Cause the anger in a teacher's eye can turn you into stone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this was written by a student, Armando Marti. And from this, I was curious to know how many of you might know what is the allusion being used in this poem and why did the author use this allusion? I'm going to give you just a moment to think about it. All right, did you think about it? How many of you know of Medusa? Medusa. Medusa was a mythological character, and I am sure most of you at some point caught up with Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, and Medusa was one of the characters used in there. And Medusa is a character remaining in our world in characterizations from mythology. So, what is the allusion? The allusion is Medusa. Why did the author use this allusion? Maybe it's because Medusa was a pretty intimidating and pretty convincing creature. I believe Medusa could turn people into stone if they looked her in the eye, as the myth goes. It wouldn't hurt to Google Medusa if you want to look up a little bit of mythology in your downtime. It's fun to learn about. All right, so let's keep rolling with our practicing of allusions. Let me take Medusa off the screen here. We don't need Medusa on our slide. But now what you're going to do is you're going to go and practice a few more examples of allusion. In Moby Max, your teacher should have assigned to you determine the meaning of allusion. I believe you have about 7 questions there. Also, you're going to have an opportunity to create your own poem using the format shared with you by your teacher. Think of and use an allusion to help your reader understand your writing. It should be a pretty fun time creating your own poetry today using allusion. Complete it now, and guess what? You're one step closer to the brilliance of Einstein. You see what I did there? I used a little allusion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go forth, learn, learn, learn. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and celebrate all that you know about allusion and figurative language.